my seat, because then I could get semi-grade. Humble was made with a cake instead of a pie they made, because then I could have made my mess with this meat was from cheap, because then that would have been sweet or something sweet to see. A whole bunch of them that reside on sea that never meet the mass like me, because then the mass would have been a whole bunch of mass with this math that I have, this arithmetic that I just give a win. I just give this some grade when it wasn't. It was just a whiz, and the humble was going in the sea. That would have been the ghost to carry that off, because the ghost was whenever I say something and I go for a piss, because I did a full somersault and half of a backspin and then a full kick. Like at the very end, like I'm a gymnast with bread. And then I stuck the landing, you bet. Give me a stack of chips like we at the casino, bitch, when I rap. Boom. That's right, son. Holding that shit. Four more lagoons that flow, because then I'd be the gravy right over. You wasn't even close, your life was still in whole, intact until it's go, because I got attacked for flow. It's like I'm on a horse and I pull a wagon around until the spokes to get broken. Then you're supposed to spit flow. What do you do? Dispose with those? And then a couple of folks I don't know just sit on the rocking chairs on their porch all summer long. Then I simmer with this fucking wit inside of my head that I release in the form of my list doing repetitive motion, son. It's like they spontaneously combust a whole bunch that didn't need to be there anymore. I guess let's go. I'm trying to wipe them out with a paintbrush with this fire that he picks, so there's a whole bunch of colors that he got like Crayola. A whole bunch of clothes I collect. Almost said something wrong on accident, bitch. So I took an axe to your neck, and that would have been a bunch of heads for them best. I woke till I got calluses, and that's a whole bunch of them thoroughbreds. A flow, he said, overflow with rip until the volcanoes go to lava. They've been yearning for, because they gave a promise like it was an oak that carry road. Whole bunch of backpacks, relieve the pressure with rap bad, because then I could have rapped that. And any type of them get rap that you would have wished, kid, because that would have been the final ribbon that I attest. I'd spit this rip pretty big, because yo would know. No, the foliage fully foam like a dragon that foams in the bark of this coppice, though the darkest hole until the fire is cold from jaw. And then he would comfort you with some warmth until you were charboiled and gone, until you belong on a stick. There's a whole bunch of shit skabobs, the words that I say. Your name doesn't have to be Dog, Bob, because it just dawned on me. I said something wrong. Maybe the raw would have been like the fine of a man, because then I would have been the farmer, so I thought that I am, because then you would have saw that I was more like Jesus of Siren that would walk on the hard sand, because that isn't so. Wish I could be back in the Northwest with flow, because then it would tickle me wrist to listen to my words again. This would have been a whole big book that the pages would have get flipped and you got a paper cut on each one. And that would have been the pages that would stack before the binding even met, because then I would have divided that biz. So y'all could read one sentence off of what I got, because then I would have been a whole bunch of oh my gods you could put into a jar, and then you could have put the lid and poked a whole bunch of dots so that they could live type shit like they were bugs. And that would have been a whole bunch of bugs ears to poke from host. I could spit some more me flow that would bore me so like the good till let's go, because then I would have gone like holy smokes. What's that Batman with his toys he gone, utility belt, because then I would have been ripping this board, because then I could have tied back the curtains. I was sitting behind in the chair that would rock, like one of them that sat on their paws, because then I could have waited for the pause to fill up my ball. I could have sparked the wall and guard the goats. It was broke. Guess it's not anymore. TWA spit a song, and he would spit while you would sit in a circle bit, so you could remember and circle in my rap. Cause then I could have surely said something to flip a jit, because that would have been some cliffhanger shit. So I'll get just to the ledge. I'll get to the list I picked, because then I could have remembered it, or which direction I went. Cause it's all coming back to me now like a Celine Dion song, because then I would have saw the sea so I can see the sawdust. I would have just made a big splash like a boulder, but more like a rock, but the rock was even smaller. Maybe the rock of Gibraltar's what I'm talking about, dog. And don't talk the cape of Superman for too long, cause then I would have flipped the hourglass of yours and give y'all a second chance with the life that you live right now. Boom. Fuck yeah. Right, son. A cosmonaut with flow with a cantaloupe I chucked right home, because then the battery was made somehow, and I could have been some that itch on the wall. You ever got an itch once you get the script with something I said? Then I would never miss. I could have been the summer sauces, talking about the summer sauces that summer said was in salt, but it could have solved the problems that British would never see me again. And I got that all scrambled. Wish I could go back. That was more than a park of bros. That's more than you can park your car in any one of those freaking parking spots, until the cop would come with the Billy Club and comfort yo with something. When you woke up, you'd be black and blue and all bubbled up, like some bubble red, fucking engulfed your skin like you got a skin graft with that shit. The packing this, because then you could have packed a punch with more of this. I could have played in your truck for a whole bunch of kids, because I edited the boss parts so they could listen whole summer long inside of their heads. It would repeat the shit. It would just be the wet from off a shit, I guess, and it would drizzle till it drip, and that would be the whole of it. You could cut that up however you want. You could fracture it, dog. Doesn't matter at all. I fractured the light 1,000 times like a diamond in whatever mounting you chose, because I could have been the jeweler with my flows. A whole bunch of extraordinary shit that belongs in a cabinet with a lock and the key that wrapped around your neck. Boom. Till your head was fucking chopped off, son. Give me mines. With a rope that was long, it would have been limbs that would stow, because they did the last little twist. Like the life was fully lit, because the life was fully lit, because it was the lamp that was lit again. That would have been to get the streets all alive, and it would be hoppity dog, a happy pace for once. It would have been happy ever after that never comes, cause the happy would have been the sentence before when you repeat that bitch. Cause it's like the strings are all tied up. It's all tied up now. Yes. Holy Ghost, a menagerie is this shit. I'm asking this, because then I could have been the octopus with the suction cups on how shit went. Like they need me ahead. I had to stay. I would change the name. I could say it and bank my sway like the snow would hit, like it froze the drip, because then I could have said some soldier shit as I sold a rip where it belongs. Not sort of, dog, I solder it is what I said. So why don't you go back and replay that bitch to a whole bunch of kids, so that they get as well in the intense part that I said hard. Like I sensed the part was getting hard by the amber call underneath it, dog. Because then I could have said something from the offering for y'all, because that would have been the last thing that you ever heard before you gone. The last thing that you heard, like a call that was small, you could have called a car, you walk, boom. That's right, son.